Namaste and welcome back to Typical Monk. In the last chapter, we went deep inside the cell. Now we see how one cell becomes two. Today, we begin with the cell cycle and that long, busy interface where the cell gets fully ready to divide. One idea at a time. Here is today's path. 5 stops. First, what the cell cycle is. Second, interphase and the M phase. Third, the G1 phase, that is the time to grow. Fourth, the S phase, where D and A doubles. And fifth, the G2 and the resting G stage. First, the whole picture. Look at this clock-like cycle. The cell cycle is the full sequence in which a cell grows, copies its DNA, and divides into two. It has 2 parts, a long interphase and a short M phase, that is division. In a human cell, it takes about 24 hours. An interphase alone is roughly 95% of it. And it is very tightly controlled. The cell divides only when everything is ready. Now let's look at interphase closely. Interphase is called the resting phase, but that name is a trap. During it, the cell is very active. It has 3 subphases, in this order: first G1, then S, then G2. Remember one big rule. DNA is copied right here, in interphase, never in the M phase. Now the first part, G1. G1 is the gap that comes right after division, at the birth of a new cell. During it, the cell grows and makes RNA, proteins and organelles. It stays fully active. But note, no DNA is copied yet. The cell is only preparing for the S phase. Now the most important part, the S phase. In the S, that is the synthesis phase, the DNA is copied. Its amount doubles. The DNA amount goes from 2cc to 4c, but the chromosome number stays the same, that is, still CN. Now, each chromosome has 2 sister chromatids joined at the centromere. And in an animal cell, the centriole also doubles in the cytoplasm. Now, the last part of interphase, G2. In G2, the cell grows more and makes the proteins needed for division. It prepares the spindle material and does a final check before dividing. Once ready, the cell leaves interphase and enters the M phase, that is mitosis. Now, a special state, G-era. Some cells step out of the cycle at G1 into a stage called G. A G-R cell stays active but does not divide, like heart and nerve cells. And when needed, on a signal from the body, it can re-enter the cycle. Now, the high-yield pointers, the facts that NEET turns into questions. 1. DNA is copied in the S phase, never in the M phase. That is the most common trap. 2. In the S phase, DNA goes from 2C to 4C, but the ploidy stays the same, that is, SUN. 3. The order's fixed, G1, then S, then G2, then M. Interphase means G1 and S and G2. 4. G-chi is the resting stage. Cells like heart and nerve cells stay here. 5. Interphase is the longest part, about 95%. The M phase is the shortest. Now let's clear the mistakes students fall for. Myth: DNA is copied in mitosis, that is the M phase. Truth: DNA is copied in the S phase of interphase. Myth: after the S phase, the chromosome number doubles. Truth: only the DNA amount doubles. From 2C to 4C, the number stays second. Now, test yourself. Think of each answer before it appears. Answer first. That is how you build strong NEET recall. Question 1. In which phase is DNA copied? Answer: the S phase. Question 2. The correct order of interphase: G1, then S, then G2. Question 3. The DNA amount after the S phase? 4C, but still second. Question 4. The non-dividing resting stage, GL. Question 5. The longest part of the cell cycle, interphase. Let's gather it all in one breath. The cell cycle is interphase and the M phase, about 24 hours in a human cell. Interphase is G1, then S, then G. And it is the longest part. Key 1. Growth, no DNA copy yet. S. DNA doubles, 2C to 4C, the number stays second. 2 prepares for division, and GC is the resting stage. In the next class, mitosis begins. Prophase and metaphase. See you there. You have understood how a cell gets ready to divide. Be proud of that. One cell at a time, with a calm mind, and you will surely crack NEET. This is typical monk. Every class, always free.